What if the greatest lie in Silo was never the outside world, but the reason the silos exist at all? You're watching Screen Critic, where every frame hides a consequence. And today's update confirms that Silo Season 3 isn't just continuing the mystery, it's detonating it. Until now, Silo has been a story about control through fear. Screens that distort reality, rules without explanations. Entire generations raised to believe that survival depends on obedience and silence. The outside world was framed as death itself. But Season 3 changes the rules completely. For the first time, the story is stepping beyond the walls. Real daylight. Open landscapes. A world that exists outside concrete and steel. And that single shift forces us to question everything we thought we understood. Season 3 draws heavily from Hugh Howey's Shift, introducing a dual timeline structure. One timeline takes us into the past, before the silos were myths, before the pact, before the rules became sacred. We'll finally see who built the silos, how the decisions were made, and why humanity chose confinement over extinction. This isn't ancient history. It's calculated design. The second timeline follows Juliet and the present-day survivors as they challenge systems that are still desperately trying to suppress the truth. Rebecca Ferguson returns, and despite the story expanding outward, the creators have confirmed Juliet remains the emotional core. She's no longer just uncovering secrets. She represents a systemic threat. Now here's today's most important update. Producers have officially teased that the mystery of Silo 17, and those haunting images of people calmly walking outside, will finally be explained. Season 3 reveals why they did it. And the answer isn't ignorance or hope. It's manipulation. Precise, deliberate, and far darker than expected. Season 3 also dives deeper into the fertility restrictions, the real purpose of the pact, and the unseen forces controlling birth, survival, and population balance inside every silo. This was never just about protection. It's about power, and who gets to decide who lives long enough to inherit the future. New characters expand the narrative even further. Jessica Henwick joins as Helen, a relentless truth-seeker digging into forbidden records buried beneath decades of censorship. Ashley Zuckerman appears as Daniel, a political operator whose knowledge could either expose the entire system or reinforce it forever. And the biggest shift of all, the world is getting bigger. Outdoor locations, new settlements, and expanded lore have already been confirmed. The showrunners have revealed that Seasons 3 and 4 were filmed back-to-back. That means Season 3 isn't just setup. It's the fuse. While Apple TV Plus hasn't announced an official release date yet, expectations point to late 2025 or early 2026. Silo Season 3 isn't about asking questions anymore. It's about answering them and surviving the fallout. So here's the real question. Once the truth is fully exposed, will anyone still choose to stay underground?